Students watching, boys and girls in our classroom, let's begin our arithmetic lesson by standing, and we'll sing, "We'll visit the animals that live in the zoo." Let's visit the animals that live in the zoo. Zebra, gorilla, giraffe, kangaroo, elephant and monkey, alligator, bear, lion and tiger, and yak will be there. Antelope and buffalo, panda, bear too. God made all the animals that live in the zoo. Great job! I want you to have a seat, and let's look now at our counting chart. We are going to do a lot of counting in this lesson, and we're going to start with this number. Savvy, tell us the number we'll begin with.
18.
Not 18. Well,
80.
80 is it. So 80 is the number we'll start with, and students watching, what will we finish with? And check their answer, Emery.
100.
All the way to the number 100. Now watch my hands, and we'll see which group is going to count what. Boys and boys watching, we'll start with you so you can stand up. Begin at 80 and we'll count together. 80, 81,
82, 83,
84, 85,
86, 87,
88, 89, 90, 91, 92,
93, 94, 95, 96,
97, 98, 99, 100. Wonderful. Stay standing, and we're going to say together our place, value, cheer. You ready? 10's on the left, 1's on the right. Stand up, sit down, get it right. Good job. Sit down, and we'll do it together again. 10's on the left, 1's on the right. Stand up, sit down, get it right. Nice job. And let's use those skills to help me. First of all, I need our students watching to tell me the number you see on our screen. God, I see so many fast smiles in here. What's my number, Trey?
13.
What number is in the tens place in the number 13? Aslan?
1.
How did you know that? 10's on the?
Right.
10's on the?
Left.
10's on the left. And what's in the ones place, boys watching? And check their answer, Savvy.
Right.
Now, the ones is on the right. You're correct. So what number's on the right, Savvy?
3.
3 is the correct answer. And let's check our number just to be sure. Here's our number for the tens place. How many bubblegum machines with 10 bubblegum balls do we have, Victoria?
1.
All right. And then we have our bubblegum balls by themselves. How many, Victoria?
3.
All right. So here we have our tens, and here we have our ones. Oh, I can't remember. Victoria, am I supposed to mix up my tens place and my ones place?
No, don't mix up the kitties and the doggy.
That's right. We don't want our puppies and kittens mixed up. So what's our number again, Victoria?
13.
Excellent job. And here we see our tens on the left and our ones on the right. Let's go to this number. And boys watching, share this number with us. And check their answer, Emery.
22.
Okay, I've got a challenge question. Emery, this is for you. What is on the in the tens place in 22?
2.
But you have to come take my pointer and point to it. Girls watching, you point to it where you are. Ah, air high five for Emery. He got it just right. Tens is on the left. Now I need someone who can come point to the ones place. Titus, I saw your smile so quickly. I love how Savvy is sitting up straight and tall. Boys watching, you stare at what Titus should point to. Oh, another air high five. Let me have my pointer. Air high five. Got it. Tens on the left and ones on the right. Now let's show it. Let's look at our bubblegum machines. How many bubblegum machines with 10 bubblegum balls do we have, students watching? And check their answer, Hayden.
2.
That's correct. Now, how many are all by themselves? How many bubblegum balls?
2.
So what place is this, Hayden?
The 2's
And this is the?
ones.
Are we allowed to mix them up?
No.
No, they're not the same. So let's keep them in their places. And what number is this, Hayden?
22.
Excellent job. Next number, Kobe, tell me the number.
17.
Now, I'm switching my question. Are you really listening, students watching? I'm going to start with you because I think you are. What number's in the ones place, students watching? Oh, they gave me the right answer. Tanner, can you? Oh, our students watching did not say 1. What did our students watching say, Benjamin?
7.
Why?
Because it's in the ones place.
Yes, I asked for the ones place. And what side is the ones place on, Tanner? 10's on the left. 1's on the
Right.
right is correct. Ones place is on the right, so the number 7 is in the ones place. Tell me the number that, or tell me the place that the number 1 is in. Did you hear that question? He was really sharp. What place is the 1 in, Ava? She's thinking. Did you get it, students watching? I think Tanner has it. Tanner, what is it?
Left.
It's on the left, so we say that is the tens place. Ava, the 1 is in the tens place because it's on the left. Now, let's prove it. So, Ava, why don't you stay standing and tell me, how many bubblegum machines with 10 bubblegum balls do we have?
1.
We do. How many bubblegum balls are by themselves?
7.
Fast counter. Students watching, this question is for you before Ava. Do I put my 1 and 7 together? And Ava, what did they say?
No.
Why?
Because you're not supposed to mix them up.
That's right. Our 10 stays with 10s and our 1 stays with 1s. And tell me the number again, Ava.
17.
Absolutely wonderful. On to our next number. Aria, what is our number?
25.
Okay, this is for our students watching. Students watching, what place is the 5 in? They gave me the right answer. Now, Emery, you check their answer. So here's the 5. What place is it in?
The 1.
It is the 1's place. Another air high five for Emery. Whoa, you got it. So if the 5 is in the 1's, what place is the 2 in, Kobe? I love those eyes.
The 10.
It is the 10's. Yay, Kobe. Trey, let's prove it. How many bubblegum machines with 10 bubblegum balls?
2.
You are right. Now, how many bubblegum balls by themselves?
5.
5 is it. Now, Trey, tell me what I'm supposed to do. Students watching, you help Trey.
You're not supposed to mix them.
Oh, I like that teacher answer.
If you mix them, then the dog will bark at the
You're
dog.
right, and we don't want that. And our 10s and 1s, they never mix up. Instead, they stay in their places. So what's my number, Trey?
25.
That's right. Good work, Trey. Let's move on to this one here. Oh, this one's a little bit of a challenge. First question, what's my number, Savvy?
13.
Oh, careful. Remember,
30.
30 is it. Good. 30 is our number. Looking at the number 30, I want to know the tens place. Girls watching, what is our tens place? And Aslan, help them out. Savvy, make sure you're sitting.
3.
It is the 3. She's a good listener. Boys watching, what is the 0? What place is it in? And check their answer for us, Victoria.
A 0.
And it is in what place? Is it the 10s or the 1s? And that is the?
Right.
It is the right. So we say 10s on the left.
1's on the right.
That's it. 1's on the right, and that's our number 30. Let's prove it now. So let's have Benjamin. Benjamin, how many bubblegum machines?
3.
There are 3 bubblegum machines. How many bubblegum balls by themselves?
0.
0. And tell me what I do next, Benjamin.
Don't mix them together.
Don't mix them together. We'll keep our 10s with 10s and 1s with 1s. And what's our number?
30.
30 is correct. Good job, Benjamin. Now, I am excited about the next activity we get to do together because this is something brand new that we've never done before. But we're going to do this almost every lesson until we are done with first grade. Now, students watching in front of you, you should have a piece of paper that looks just like this. This is called a speed drill. And our speed drill is going to be an opportunity for you to show me and to show your on-site teacher how much you know about combinations and how quickly you can answer each of those combinations. Now, let's first of all take a look at the front of this paper. You should already have your name written at the top, and I hope that you've done a good job and you've written it neatly. Take your time whenever you write your name. Notice, too, the really fun picture. What zoo animal do you see on the front of this paper, Emery?
Bear.
A bear, and I see a mama bear and a baby cub too. We'll get to color that picture in just a couple of lessons. First, we'll do our work, and then we'll get to have fun and color it. But I want you to also notice here on the side, there's going to be a place to put some numbers. And I hope they're good numbers because we'll be doing some combinations on the back of this speed drill. And your on-site teacher or I will be checking how you did with your speed drill. This speed drill is important because you want to get better every day. Every lesson, you want to be faster and you want to be more accurate. And this box right here, that will show you how well you're doing. Your on-site teacher might even decide to give you stickers to show good improvement and good combination scores. Now, I want to also teach you some directions that will go along with our speed drill. I'll say these directions every time we have them. And these directions will help us play fair because I'm also going to be timing the amount of time that we have on this speed drill. And we want to all have the same amount of time so we can all measure how well we know these combinations. So the first direction I will give every time we have a speed drill is the direction on your mark. When I say the word on your mark, you'll take your pencil and you'll put it in the air. On your mark. Oh, that was such fast obedience. Wonderful. Now quietly put your pencil down. I like that Victoria and Emery, they had their pencil in the air but ready to write because that's going to be one of our steps as well. Let's practice again. On your mark. Good. Now keep that pencil in the air because now I have another direction to give you. When I say the words on your mark, you keep your pencil in the air even though I give more directions. Here's the next one. The next direction I'll give is the word get set. When I say the words get set, you will quietly turn your paper over and point to the number that I tell you to. So let's practice that. Pencils down. Good. On your mark. Good. Pencils are up. Keep that pencil up. Get set. Keep that pencil in the air. Turn your paper over and point to the number 1. So keep that pencil in the air and you're taking your finger and pointing to the number 1. Wonderful. Now just for the moment, put your pencil down. And I want us to look at this box number 1. Box number 1, you're going to notice these combinations, don't you? When we're ready to go, in a moment, I'll give the direction go. And whenever I say go, that will be your chance to put your pencil down and begin to carefully work each of these combinations. Now, you'll do it quietly. You'll read the combinations with your eyes and you'll answer just with your pencil. But notice what you're doing. You're only going to do the combinations in the box, and you'll even see the stop sign on this speed drill. So never go beyond the box, only do the box that I ask you to do. Are you ready to get started? Let's turn back to the bear side and we'll practice all of our directions we just learned. Here we go. On your mark, pencil in the air. That was so fast, Titus. Now keep that pencil up for the next direction. Get set. Put your finger on number 1. Keep that pencil in the air. And we're almost ready. I'm going to go get my buzzer because when I say the word that I'm not going to say yet, but I'm going to say it in a little bit, I'll push my buzzer to start. And when you hear my buzzer end, your pencil automatically goes away. You ready? We're at get set, go. So just the combinations at number 1. If you finish early, go back and check your answers. When you're sure that your answers are right, you can just slip your pencil away. When my buzzer buzzes, pencils go away no matter what. We want to play fair. Titus is going back to check his work. Good job, Titus. Good. Keep going, Kobe. You want to get them all right. Good. Tanner is checking. Been a hard worker. That's my buzzer. Even if you're not finished, all pencils away. Play fair. So pencil inside your table, Savvy. Good. Victoria, pencil right inside your table. Now here's the next part of our speed drill. Even before your teacher or on-site teacher checks the speed drill, I want you to check your work and see how you did. Again, our goal is to improve. Every lesson we want to do better. So right now, put your pointer finger on the very first combination box. In this lesson, and for the next couple of lessons, I will be reading the combinations and answers, but soon it will be your turn to check. So you follow along with your finger while I say the combination and answer. Here we go. 0 plus 3 equals 3. 2 plus 3 equals 5. 4 plus 1 equals 5. Put your finger on the next row. How are we doing? 3 plus 0 equals 3. 3 plus 2 equals 5. Now put your finger on the last row. 2 plus 2 equals 4. 1 plus 3 equals 4. 0 plus 5 equals 5. Now eyes are on me. How did you do? First question is, did you do your best? That's what I want every time, is your best. And I hope our best gets better and better. If you feel as if you did your very best, give me a great big smile. Good, I see so many smile students watching. I see you smiling at me too. Again, we'll try to do better every single lesson. This was just a start of our practice. Now I want you to take your speed drill and let's turn it to the front side where the bears are. And students watching, you do the same. Just slip your speed drill away from you and we're ready to move on to the next part of our lesson. Oh, such fast obedience from Victoria and Titus. Good job, Savvy. Now, I'm ready for a little bit of help because my little elephant, he thinks that you're pretty sharp people, and I agree with him. He first of all wants to know if you know your numbers. So look right up there above our balloons. What number did my little elephant just put above his balloon, Savvy?
25.
Careful, start right up here and look. Look at tens, then look at ones.
20.
Oh, careful. I'm not starting with a 2 in the tens place. Look at our tens place here. What number's in the tens place, Savvy?
5. 5.
5 is in the tens place. So what do I say if 5 is in the tens place? I say 50,
50.
and then I go to the ones place.
52.
That's correct. Savvy, what's my number?
52.
Now I need to have Trey come up really fast and take my teacher pointer. And Trey, I want to see if he can find 52 on my counting chart. Girls watching, you see if you can find it faster than Trey can. He is looking. Oh, I saw it. Does he see it? He's got to find that tens, that ones. Does he see it? So looking for 52. So find the row that has our 50s. There you go. That's the number 52. Wonderful, Trey. Remember the 52. Now I'm pointing to this number. What number is this, boys watching? And what number do you see, Ava?
24.
Is 24 greater or less than 52? It is less. Let's go to this one here. Read this number to me, Victoria.
57.
Greater or less than 52?
Greater.
It is. It's bigger. It's after the number 52. Now we're ready for our next number. First of all, come get my pointer, Tanner. Point to it on my chart. While he's pointing, boys watching, read the number and check their answer, Emery.
18.
18. Wow, Tanner was really fast finding it. Wonderful, Tanner. Here's my next question. Tell me this number, Aria.
26.
Greater or less?
Less.
She says less. Let's look at this again. Here's our number 18. Is 26 after 18 or is it before? So here's 18. I've got to travel, 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 travel until I get there. Does it? It is. So we'll say it's greater, isn't it? Because it comes after. Go to this number and read this number to me, Titus.
4.
Greater or less?
Less.
Why?
Because you have to travel backward.
I do. I go backward, which means it's smaller. Let's do another one. Ava, come point to it on our chart while Benjamin tells us this number. Good job.
67.
You are right. And what number is Ava pointing to, students watching? I'm even going to move you a tiny touch so they can see you, and got it. Did you get it, students watching? What's the number? And Ava, what's our number?
67.
Wonderful. I'll grab this pointer from Ava, and now I'm pointing to this number, which is Savvy.
33.
Is 33 greater or less than 67?
Less.
How come? Good job. How come?
Because it's before.
It's before, and so that means it's smaller. Good thinking. Oh, let's go all the way over here. Kobe, I'm going to give you a big challenge. What's my number?
100.
Is that greater or less than 67?
Bigger.
It is. It's bigger. It's greater. Now let's take those skills, and I am ready for a little bit of help from some people. We're going to do some on the board and some over here on our screen. We're going to start out with Aslan. Aslan, bring your chalk, and I want you to come circle the elephant number that is greater and underline the number that is less. Let's have Aria, you come be in charge of our hippos. Circle the greater, underline the less. Hayden's going to be in charge of our lions. Circle the greater, underline the less. While they're doing that, our numbers in green. Let's have Emery circle the greater, underline the less. And over here, our last number's in red. Trey, you come circle the number that's greater, underline the number that's less, and I want some help right here. Let's start with this first number in blue. What number is this, Victoria?
22.
Good thinking. Tanner, what's our next number in blue?
40.
No, I need some help. Which of these numbers is the greater number, students watching? And which was the greater number, Kobe? Good. Don't forget to underline less. Look right here, Kobe. Which one's greater?
84.
Oh, careful. Start with the tens, then move to the ones. Did you see the number, students watching?
22.
Oh, he says 22. Do you agree with him that 22 is my greater number, Savvy?
No,
Why not?
because it's smaller.
It is smaller. Kobe, look at this number and tell me this number again, please. Start with the tens place.
48.
48. So which number is bigger, 22 or 48?
48.
Why?
Because it's bigger.
It is. It comes after. So how do I show it's greater? What should I put around it?
Circle.
I should. Now, what should I do for 22, Kobe? And what does the line mean, Kobe?
Less.
It does. It means it's less or it's smaller. Let's stay at the screen and we'll check our numbers here first. Let's have Tanner stand up. Tanner, read both of Emery's numbers to us.
18.
And
31.
greater
31.
and less.
18.
Do you agree with what Emery did? I do too. Excellent work, Emery. Now let's come over here and let's check what Trey did. Why don't we have Hayden stand up? Hayden, read his numbers for us.
34. 6.
Which one was less
6.
and greater?
34.
Do you agree with what Trey did?
Yes.
I do too. Good job, Trey. Good job, Hayden. Benjamin, you can help me come erase, and we're going to look over here at our board. Let's see how we did. We're going to start with our elephant numbers right here. These are Aslan's. Aslan, tell us your numbers that you had.
36. 27.
And which one was greater?
36.
So that made 27.
Less.
It was less. Over here, we had these numbers. Help us with those, please, Aria. Tell us this first number.
47.
And you had?
38.
Now, I've got a question for you. Which of those two numbers is greater?
38.
She says 38 is greater. And which one is less?
47.
Let's do something. Let's look right up here on our counting chart. And here's our number 38. Over here is our number 47. Do you agree with yourself that 38 is bigger, or I counted after 47? We don't, do we? Students watching, do you see what we need to do? Aria, do you see what we need to do? How can I fix this? What should I do?
X the top.
I do. Let's put just a little X. It's okay to make a mistake as long as we learn from it. What should I do with the number 38 then?
Put a line.
I do. I want to show that it's less. Now is this right? What do you think, students watching? Is it right now? And Aria, they're saying no. Why are they saying no?
Because the other one's not circled.
You're right. So let's put an X on this because we can't have two numbers that are less. We need one that's greater, one that's less, and then we'll circle this one. Aria, I'm proud of you. We learned from that mistake, and now we know what to do next time. Last one right here, we had Hayden's numbers. Hayden, tell us your first number.
17.
And your last number.
9.
Which one did you say was less?
9.
And which one is greater?
17.
Students watching, do you agree with Hayden's work? They are all shaking their head yes. Good job, Hayden. Good work with what we're doing. Now we have a chance to do some work with some story problems. And remember, a story problem is just a way for us to answer a question, an arithmetic combination with a problem. Listen carefully. Mrs. Banks and her 4 children went to the zoo. How many people went to the zoo and why? Mrs. Banks and her 4 children went to the zoo. How many people went to the zoo in all and why? Let's start with our combination. How many, or what is our combination? Students watching, I want you to answer right along with Ava. What's my combination?
1
Good.
plus 4
Good.
equals 5.
It does. Now, Ava, I still have an empty box. What needs to go inside of that box?
Number 5.
How come?
Because that's the answer.
That's the answer. That is the sum. Do you agree with what Ava did, Kobe?
Yeah.
Yes, we know we had 1 mom, 4 children, and 1 plus 4 equals what, Tanner? It does equal 5. Let's do another story problem together. At the zoo, the Banks saw 1 mama penguin and 2 babies. How many penguins did they see in all and why? At the zoo, the Banks saw 1 mama penguin and 2 babies. How many penguins did they see in all and why, Emery? What's my combination? How many mamas?
1,
1. How many babies?
2,
And 1 plus 2 equals?
3,
3. It does equal 3. Emery, what should go in my answer box?
3.
That's correct. I should put the number 3. Excellent job and good thinking. Students watching, how are you doing with your work on those story problems? Are you listening to clues like in all? In all means I'm going to add and my number is going to get bigger. Well, I am ready for us to do a little bit of work with some missing numbers. In fact, I need to know how to solve this combination. Now, I know that one of my numbers to add is 1. I know my sum is 3, but what do I add to the number 1 to equal 3? My dot card can help, but I wonder who can do it inside of their mind. What number do I add to the number 1 to equal 3, Savvy? So look right here. Here's 1. What's missing?
2.
It is. Be a little louder.
2.
That's it. 1 plus 2 equals, Kobe.
3.
It does equal 3. Good work. Let's see if we can do another one. Let's see if we can do it without any help at all. What number do I add to 2 to equal 4, students watching? And what should I add to 2 to equal 4, Victoria?
2.
Why? What's my combination?
Because it's 4.
That's right. 2 plus 2 equals?
4.
It does equal 4. Good job. Let's go to our last one here. Oh, this one's a little harder. Students watching, you answer this first. What do I add to 3 to equal 5? And help them with this combination. What's my answer, Trey? What should I add to 3 to equal 5? Look right over here. Here's 3. What's my missing number?
2.
2, because what's my combination, Trey?
3 plus 2 plus 3 equals 5.
You're right, 2 plus 3, or even 3 plus 2 equals 5, and that is my missing number. Now, I am ready for some help with some special numbers. We've been doing a lot of counting, and when we count something called a cardinal number. But I want to talk to you about a number of position. Cardinal numbers are numbers of counting. Ordinal numbers are numbers of position. Now, when I've been telling you our Bible stories about how God created the world, I didn't say on the one day of creation, God said, let there be light. Did you notice the number I used? I used the number first. First is an ordinal number, and it is a number of position. On the first day of creation, God made light. On the second day, he separated the waters. On the third day of creation, God caused the dry land to appear. On the fourth day of creation, God made the sun, the moon, and the stars. On the fifth day of creation, God made the birds and the fish. On the sixth day, God made all of the animals and then his special creation, man. And on the seventh day, he rested. Did you notice the numbers I used, those ordinal numbers? I used first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Do you think that those are all of our ordinal numbers, students watching? And what do you think, Titus? Is that it? Are there any more?
No, you forgot 8th and 9th.
There's so many more. There's so many ordinal numbers. Titus, why don't you come up to the front and you are going to help us. Titus is going to stand right here. Hayden, come stand next to Titus. Emery, come stand next to Hayden. Victoria, come stand next to Emery. And let's have Trey come stand next to Victoria. Now, we're going to imagine that over here is a drinking fountain. And we want to know who's going to get the drink before anyone else. Well, who is the first, notice the ordinal number I use, first person to get a drink? Ava. That's it. Who will get the drink second? That's our next ordinal number, Aria.
Hayden.
Who will get our third drink, Tanner? Who will get our fourth drink, Benjamin? Victoria, who is it?
Victoria.
And who will get our fifth drink, Aslan?
Trey.
Trey is it. So I'm going to say it. You say it after me. First,
First.
second,
Second.
third,
Third.
fourth,
Fourth.
fifth.
Fifth.
But that's not it. Ava, come stand next to Trey. Savvy, come stand next to Ava. Aslan, come stand next to Savvy. Aria, Savvy's right over here. Make sure you're following directions. Aria is right over here. And let's have Benjamin come stand at the very end. We have some more ordinal numbers to look at. Again, I'll say it. You say it after me. First. Everyone at the front too. First.
First.
Second.
Second.
Third.
Third.
Fourth.
Fourth.
Fifth.
Fifth.
Sixth.
Sixth.
Seventh.
Seventh.
Eighth.
Eighth.
Ninth.
Ninth.
10th.
10th.
Good job. You can have a seat and let's look at some otters on my chart. Here we see the first all the way down to the 10th. Let's stand up and let's count 1st through 10th together. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. Let's do it again. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th. Nice job. You can have a seat, and I've got a little poem for you. Listen carefully. 5 little monkeys sitting on a door. One jumped down, and then there were 4. 4 little monkeys hanging in a tree. One climbed down, and then there were 3. 3 little monkeys playing with glue. One got stuck, and then there were 2. 2 little monkeys playing in the sun. One got tired, and then there was 1. 1 little monkey was having no fun. He went away, and then there were none. 5 little monkeys teach us to subtract. 5 little monkeys help us with our facts. Did you notice the word I use, subtract? Subtract means I take away. Did I end up with more monkeys or fewer monkeys by the end of my poem? Benjamin? Do I have more or fewer?
Few.
I do, because I don't have any left anymore. Let's do this. Get your counters and have 5 counters in your hand. We're going to imagine that they're monkeys. I'm going to read the poem again, and as a monkey gets subtracted or we take it away, I want you to put a counter down. Here we go. 5 little monkeys sitting on a door. One jumped down, and then there were 4. 4 little monkeys hanging in a tree. One climbed down, and then there were 3. 3 little monkeys playing with glue. One got stuck, and then there were 2. 2 little monkeys playing in the sun. One got tired, and then there was 1. 1 little monkey was having no fun. He went away, and then there were none. 5 little monkeys teach us to subtract. 5 little monkeys help us with our facts. How many counters do you have in your hand right now, students watching? And how many counters do you have, Savvy?
0.
How many did we start with, Emery?
5.
How many did we put down every time, Aslan?
1
1 at a time, or not one more, 1
at a time.
1 less we put down, so we put down 1 at a time. Good thinking. Take your counters and push them away from you for just a moment, and let's do something special with our ordinal numbers. Up above my bulletin, or up above my chalkboard, I have our letter cards. Let's count from 1st through 10th together, but here's my challenge. I want you to help me remember which letter is the 10th. Let's do it. Students watching, join us. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. Which was my 10th letter, students watching? And what was it, Victoria?
G. J.
J is it. Prepare for arithmetic. How about your arithmetic paper and no pencil? Good job with that, Victoria. Good job. Already ready to go with Aria. Let's do this. Let's be ready to count. We're going to be right at our number 1. Let's count from 1 all the way to the number 20. Students watching, you join us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18,
19, 20.
Wonderful. Turn your paper to the back and now have your pencil in your hand. Notice the difference in our numbers. We just counted cardinal numbers, but now we want to look at our zebras, which are ordinal numbers. An ordinal number is the number of position. Put your finger on the first zebra. He's at the very beginning. And let's count from 1st to 10th together. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. Good. Now, let's go down to number 1. Number 1 says we'll start at the left. Remember, this is your left hand. I want you to circle the 10th koala. So start with your left hand, count 1st through 10th, and circle that koala. Do that quickly. Good. You got it. Now circle them. Good job. Nice. Oh, careful. That was your right hand. Start at your left hand. So start 1st, 2nd, and keep going. Oh, careful, careful. You're circling all of them. I said just circle the 10th. All right, how many koalas were not circled on this side of your page? Titus? How many were not circled on the right? Were there any not circled? Look at your paper. No, there weren't because it was the very last one. Now let's look at the foxes. Our foxes have a different direction. This one says start at the right and circle the 8th fox. So start at the right and circle the 8th fox. Now careful, you started at the left. So here's what we're doing. We're starting at the right. We're counting 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and that guy right there. Good job. There you go. You got it fixed. I'm glad you fixed it. Now we're going to start right here. Let's count. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. That's the guy you want to circle. Cross those 2 out. Now let's go to our mountain lions at number 3. Number 3 says to start at the top and circle the 3rd mountain lion. So start at the top and circle the 3rd mountain lion. No, because that's not the lion, that's the foxes. So go to the top. We're at number 3. There you go. Let's count. 1st. And that's it. That's the guy you want to circle. Now let's go to the hippos at number 4. Number 4 says to start at the bottom and circle the 1st hippopotamus. Start at the bottom and circle the 1st hippopotamus. Got it. Good, Savvy. Oh, is that the bottom, Kobe? Good. Good job. Now we're ready to go to number 5. Number 5 says to write your first name. Do it neatly, take your time, and then circle the 2nd letter. So write your first name and then circle the 2nd letter. So write Savvy. And then circle the 2nd letter. Good. So write Victoria and then circle the 2nd letter. It'll be different for everyone. Good, Hayden. What letter did you circle, Aslan?
C.
Z, because that's the 2nd letter for Aslan. Now we're ready to look at number 6. Number 6 says to write the next number. So write the number that comes right after. Students watching, I want you to finish this part with your on-site teacher.